Hello everyone, welcome back to the Coding Explorer. This is Pradyumna and let us continue the exploration of the world of software. Before we begin, I hope that you watch my video on how to display text in Python using the print statement. Now, let me tell you the answer for the homework that I had given. If you remember, I had told you to display more about yourselves such as hobby, country and more. So since we had to just continue with our program, we have already code written. So we add this variable called hobby and whatever you have as your hobby. Then you add your country. Then the same thing, you also display it using the print statement. Here you say my hobby is, comma, your hobby and print. I live in the country and you put the country in which you are living. So let us run and see. Yes, as you can see, it is working. Now, let us continue. We are going to learn how to take an input from the user in Python. To take an input, you have to use the input statement. The syntax for the input statement is input and you have to give a string as an argument. As you can see, it's just optional. An example would be input, what is your name? If you don't give anything, it will not display anything and just the user has to type. Now, let us create a program. We'll be creating a simple program to take details of the user and display the details. Our program will be similar to this. As you can see, we take the user's name, we take their birthday and where they are living, and we display it. We come back to PyCharm and create a new project. I already have the path over here. I just give the name as class 2 input. You can use the previous interpreter or create a new environment. Let's remove this code. Now, I hope that you remember how to declare a variable and how to assign it as I taught it in the last class. Now, let us create a variable called name and then assign it to input. We ask the user's name in this input brackets. Within quotes, we ask what is your name? And then as you can see, whatever the input is given by the user will be stored in this name. Now let us take the birthday of the user, which will be stored in this variable called date. So when the user gives his birthday, it will be stored in this date variable. Now let us ask his city. So whatever he gives as his city will be stored in this variable called city. Now let us print whatever is our information we have. We just say your name is. Now we have to assign this to a variable, this name. So instead of writing the name directly, we have to put it after the quotes as comma name, so it gets added. Now we display their birthday. So we again put it a comma after the quotes and then we give the birthday. We tell where he lives. So when we run the program, we'll ask all of these things, and after the user enters these, we'll display their name, birthday and their city. So let's run it. it is asking what is your name. When is your birthday? So as you can see, until I give the input, it does not proceed to the next line. So you can see that it prints my name, it also prints my birthday and where I'm living. But it would look better if you had a line space over here. So if you remember, we used the special character known as /n. We put it before your name is because it'll always be before this. Now if we run it, now we give our name, our birthday, now as you can see there's a line space and then it prints everything. Before you leave, let me tell you that I have put up the code in GitHub. I've provided the link to here in the description. If you click on class 2 input, you'll see the main.py. Here you can get all the code that we have done. So you need not worry if you had some doubt or you were left behind. Homework that I'm giving is you have to create a program that takes the user's address such as street name, city, state and country and display it in a single line. There should be a comma between each of these as displayed here, but it should be from the user's input. Now let me tell you a fun fact. In the input function, all the input the users give is stored in the form of a string, that is in quotes, even a number. So if he gives a number, it will be stored in the quotes. Thank you everyone. In the next class we'll be learning about data types in Python. Do not forget to like, subscribe and share.